What's going on, my peoples? I go by the name of Sorcerer, and I'd like to introduce you to ever beautiful, effervescent, ever glowing, always illuminating Sage the Dragon. She is my beautiful, beautiful partner. We're in a divine union, and we are now going to be doing a energy reading of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And I'm going to say that Sage the Dragon is going to do a reading first for the divine feminine, and then I will follow that up with the reading for the divine masculine. I'll let you have the center stage, my dear.
Thank you for that sweet introduction.
I say.
Such a wonderful man, by the way.
Well, she brings the sweet, I bring the spice, if you know what I mean.
So I'm going to be doing a energy read for the feminine, and since we consider ourselves to be in divine union, we wanted to do something that, I don't know, kind of shares our light in that aspect. Let's see.
Breathe that in.
All right, let's see. What is the current energy for the feminines right now in terms of union? Okay. Feminine spirit. Let's do one more card. Okay. Already there's this sense of letting go of something that you've been holding on to for a little bit too long. I think all of us know, whether it's consciously or just through our intuition, that we have a certain habit or belief that we've been holding on to for a little bit too long. And if we don't uproot those seeds that have been planted, whether it was by us or by someone else, it's going to create a situation, a harvest that is not conducive for where we want to go, for our growth, and especially for the union that we're preparing ourselves for. And I also feel this need to just reiterate that even though we say divine feminine, divine masculine, it's not necessarily exclusive to gender. So if, you may find that you're attracted to a certain gender that's not the norm, that's okay too. Everyone has feminine energy, everyone has masculine energy. What else? Yeah, this is really, I'm feeling this energy of like also being a little bit too passive in regards to your life. And I know as feminines, we tend to kind of fall in that role as far as like, being super people pleasers or being the yes woman, right? But I just had the Chariot pop out, and this is really giving me, take charge of your life, take charge of what you want to do. Really consider what you want for your life. Get specific on what you want to bring in, because a lot of ways we tend to leak out our personal individual power, and we don't need to do that anymore. Ooh. Yeah, and then we have the Two of Wands here, and again, this is reiterating that vision, consulting with you and your higher self about, okay, what is in alignment with us? What makes us happy? What is it that we truly want to bring in? And again, how are there certain beliefs and habits, feelings that are holding us back from that vision? Let's do a couple more cards. Also, for some people, I'm really getting that it might not even be a belief, but it might be the people that you hang around with. If you find yourself being the only one that's like, I don't know, let's say you're the most positive person in your group. It really shouldn't be that way, because you should be surrounded by other people who are just as positive. And a lot of times when you are that positive person, when you're the one that's always giving, it it can be what's draining you. You have no energy left for yourself. And I think symbolically that speaks a lot for what you feel like you may deserve at the end of the day. So that may be something that needs to be considered as well. Giving yourself grace through this process. This one goes out to all my perfectionists out there. Like, let's say you recognize, like, okay, this is something I need to change for myself. Give yourself grace through this process. Don't just go like balls to the wall and like put your head to the grindstone and work super, super hard. Like, yes, take steps for what you want, but be careful of not just deep diving into your masculine energy in terms of like just trying to get things handled. Really take time to be present and feel throughout this process. Be gentle with yourself and recognize that we are experiencing a lot of big shifts at this time, a lot of energy moving. There's so much that you're dealing with, not just on a conscious level, but on a subconscious, energetic level. So show yourself grace and remember, like, all it takes is an intention and asking for help from the universe. You have everything that you need within you. Like, life isn't supposed to be super hard. It's really not. Not in that, like, yes, it takes work to do things, but it shouldn't be this grand struggle, because you are the power. Everything comes from within you, if that makes sense. And once you set that intention to change, to be, to step into your power, to let go of what's no longer aiding you, that's when the magic will truly happen, and you will see a great shift within yourself. You'll feel better. You might even get people that come up to you and be like, wow, you're glowing, or wow, you look different. But just take small steps. Don't push yourself, and know that you're doing a wonderful job, and that if no one else has said it, I'm proud of you for all the work you've done up until this point. And that is the read for the feminine.
Lovely. What an amazing reading. What an amazing reading by an amazing reader herself. I'm just saying. Now I'm going to be doing a reading for the Divine Masculine. If it resonates, I hope it helps. If not, send it back to the universe. Energy is fluid. We keep on shining and we stay rising. Let's see what's going on. Alright. The energy. Let's see what the energy is. Ooh. That one's a bit... Someone's getting a bit touchy. Alright. 2 more. Okay.
I wish I could shuffle like that.
Shuffle like what, baby?
You know.
Huh?
You know.
With my eyes closed.
Yeah, like that.
Like that. Alright. Okay, it's a time for you guys. For the Divine Masculine. And this is gender fluid for me. This is just about if you're feeling more in your masculine energy, that's and intuitively that's what you're feeling, then go for this reading. If not, just go for the Divine Feminine reading. But as it is, we're just here to help, and we're here to tell you what you need to hear as opposed to what you want to hear. And it's more about helping and improving and showing you light through the shadows that maybe you're going through, and giving you that sort of sense of a light towards your path. But I digress. I'll go into the reading. It's a case of you're going through the case of feeling that you need to build a boundary regarding people within your life, and that's the Circle of Space, and that's the 7 of Wands. And that's because you understand that within your Circle of Space that they don't share the same purpose as you do, and it's a case of you understanding that you have this sense of priorities, that you feel like you've perhaps ascended from these people, and And it's a case of you saying, we don't share the same ideas no more. I don't want to go and work for the beer money and go out every weekend. I actually want to spend some time, and perhaps I want to have a passive income. I want to actually build and make a social platform in terms of like work, perhaps that you want to get a second job, or even just saving, and you're creating that space of a boundary because you understand that you're working for your purpose, and it's you just taking more of a selfish step in your life, and that's absolutely fine because you are building yourself, you are ascending away from people that you feel that don't share that same idea. And unfortunately, you know, it's hard to say goodbyes during these times, but you know, this is a case of you upgrading. You know, you are moving to the other room where you're going to learn and grow within these new spaces, as to suppose that you were doing what you were doing in the past, where every weekend you was or the weeks, the months, even the years, you were just partying, you were wasting, you feel like it's stagnant. You don't feel like, you know, it just feels mundane. It doesn't feel any sort of value towards it, and you're finding a new value of having your purpose, you know. And it's a case of you going out there and just working and wanting to fulfill your potential with the Knight of Wands, and you're going for it at the scruff of the neck, putting your hands, you know, of the horns of the bull, and just riding and just saying, you know what, this is what I want to do. I can't go and half step, you know, if I really want to go on my purpose. I have to go, you know, all the way, you know, and you have to keep it all the way, and you have to be committed. And you're recognizing through your boundaries, it isn't about motivation, it's about discipline. And you understanding that if you've undertaken a course, or if you've done all of these sort of works in order for you to build, you're building something, right? In order for you to keep on building, is for you to basically work consistently working. It's a case of you understanding that, you know, in order for you to build your own house, you need to have a set of bricks, you need to have cement, you need to have all of your resources, and that comes through you working your socks off during the time. It's something that you've been working for a long time, and you're not going to cheat yourself away from this reality with the Seven of Swords because this is now your truth. And by you not doing all of these things that you've put a purpose on, you're cheating yourself from the achievements that you could potentially fulfill. You have this potential that you see, and all you want to do is fulfill that potential, you know. And you're going to stand on your principles with the Page of Wands. This is a new principle saying, no, enough's enough. I can't be doing this anymore. I can't stop. I need to stop drinking. I need to be away from my friends. I need to go out and build on my dreams rather than going out in nightclubs. I want to build. I don't want to just waste away. I want to look back with no regret and make sure that I have this achievement that I can look back on if I want to have kids, or if I want to sit on my rocking chair with my pipe and say, look, what of all the achievements I've done. I was supposed to just drink in X amount of times with your friends. Well, are they really your friends? Are they just there to fill the spaces, the voids that you have, well, you had currently? And I think this is a case of you understanding your worth through the lovers. It's your self-love, it's self-value, your love in your relationship through your new purpose of your new job or your business. You know, you're adding more value to that as opposed to adding a value to a shot of tequila. What's going to be more sustainable? The hangover that you have the next day, or the achievement that you've done that you've sustained for the next years or so that you've achieving? This is what you're building. This is what you're working on. And it's a case of you making that definitive action and choice of cutting the cord as you go, understanding that you can't be having that lifestyle. You're going to have the lifestyle that you want, you have to work for it. You understand it yourself anyway. And it's about removing the weeds and planting the new seeds in your life with the Seven of pentacles and making things grow. But this is during your harvest period that you will grow through in this time of you understanding that there is that short-term pain, but for your long-term gain, you know? Let's see what else is saying. Ooh, this is your calling. You've probably had an epiphany. If you're not spiritual, people call it an epiphany. Deal with that sense of realization that when a penny drops. But now, if you're spiritual, it's that case of you saying, you know what, I've had signs. I've had, signs, synchronicities. I've had messages in my dreams. I've had things that just come up all of a sudden. It seems like coincidences. They're not coincidences. They're just messages from the universe telling you that this is what you need to be doing. And if you don't, listen to the universe, they will find a way. The universe will find a way to give you a Tower moment when it says enough's enough. We need to push the red button for you to realize the hard way, you know. But the world understands what you're going through, and the world has given you these messages, which is why if you're resonating right now, it's because you're doing it right now. You know, the world has you're being more fluid, because this is a case of you moving and letting the wheels turn as we go, which is why the universe has been gentle with you, because they've understood that you've made this decision before the Tower moment had to happen, and it didn't need to happen, you know. There is that love, peace and joy, and you understanding, them understanding you that, you know, your hard work is going to come to fruition, but you just have to trust the process, because wherever it will happen, as you will go, you will grow. You've got the most powerful card in the deck of tarot right now shining at you right now, and that is the sun. The sun as we speak. And that goes to the point that your journey will be blessed. But that's only if you are willing to sacrifice your current short-term pain for the long-term gain, for the roads ahead, you know? And it's going to be a new form of love, as I said, the lovers, in terms of your love for your work. And when you love your work, it doesn't become, or your business, it doesn't become work, because it's something that you love doing, you know? You feel inspired. And this is something that you probably had thought in the past. Earlier today, Sage asked me, or it was last night, she was like, what was something that I wanted to do from a young age? And I said that I wanted to become an actor, and I think I was 6 years old. And then I realized that it's because I always wanted to perform. And now I feel like I'm living my dream, because I'm just being and knowing the star that I am, or the stars that we are, and we are creating as we are existing. And that's what I see with the cards as we speak, is that you have that sense of inspiration. That sense of inspiration, because you've probably have felt this feeling, you know, something along your timeline from the past has given you that sense of epiphany, inspiration, or your messages to why you are in the present moment of your divine purpose, of feeling inspired, perhaps through that business I was talking to you about, making those sacrifices, you know, at the end of the day. Again, it's a case of you basically fulfilling your potential and just going at it. Shia LaBeouf has said the most amazing and important quote in the modern era: just do it. Do it. Right? And that's what you must be doing. Just go for it, you know? And you'll see it. You'll grow. All right, final couple cards. Yes, during this time, it's a case of, even there's going to be changes, is having balance during this time. You know, you're going to see big changes with even your friends, your current spaces, in terms of your environment, but that's just there to elevate you and you're ascending. You're in the sense of going up within your frequencies and shining, and not just shining, you're going to be illuminating. And the final card, remember, this has always been your truth. When you had your realization, your truth, you're now being your most authentic self, you know. And the one thing that's so beautiful about this is that when you're in a state of knowing yourself, it's in a state of being in your own power. You are stepping into your own throne. And when you have that feeling, it's that abundance. That feel about having abundance is having that freedom in your mind that you're doing exactly what you need to be doing is one of the most powerful feelings in the universe. So I say, go for it. You know, I think at the end of the day, it's only going to show light on who you are, who you truly meant to be. But yes, guys, just want to say thanks for watching. Like, comment, and share. Also, if you go on my page, look for Sage the Dragon. I'll put that on the edits, or I'll put that in the comments, and I'll pin her so you can add her on a YouTube channel. But yes, let us know if you think we should do more collaborative stuff anyway. But yes, love, peace, and light. I go by the name The Sorcerer, and I'd like to thank my special guest partner, Divine Union, Divine Counterpart, that is Sage the Dragon. Any words, last words?
Thank you for having me, and it was a pleasure.
All right. Love you all.
Sorcerer.